Tonight, we're actually going to get to shoot something, even though it's only going to be targets. But we're going to go through rates of fire, fire control orders, and so on
User
and
left
so forth.
your channel, joined your
As
channel.
well, familiarisation. I know in the real world, foreign weapons is a bit more interesting because you get to get physical hands-on with them, and if you're really lucky, you get to shoot a couple of them as well. However, for this, it's just going to be, you know, a bit of familiarisation and what have you, and yeah, just some time on the ranges, and then after that, we're going to have a bit of a 5 to 10 minute tutorial on Task Force Radio. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to go up to the 100-metre point. You're going to cover off in your bricks, and we're just going to go through a nice little tutorial on rates of fire. Not too much on the internet.
Will just be a signal, Michael.
Yeah, but just you know, rapid fire, deliberate fire, cover a bit of ripple fire, and some fire control orders under the. And that's going to be things like multiple team commanders shouting out the fire control orders. Okay, and then everyone just you know, doing as they're told, basically. Any questions so far? No? Excellent. Right, after that, once we've gone through fire controllers, once we've talked about Task Force Radio, it's going to be a simple case of, under multiple commander, go off and do some low-level multiple training over at the buildings, practicing things like stacking up on doors, bit of room clearance, things like that. Basically, for the remainder of the session, it'll be under Michael, whatever training he needs to or wants to put you all through. Murray, shoot him, then practice your medicine on him.
Last one there, good.
Yeah.
Jax, 9:30, good time. Bomber, 9:40, good time. Right lads, can we get back into our bricks just so we can easily send people off to the ranges, etc. Awesome.
You know, where would you use rapid fire? Okay, if you just come under contact, you've identified the firing point, you want to put a nice heavy rate of fire down onto the enemy. Okay, or if you're doing an attack and you got a fire support group off to a flank, and you got the actual assaulting group moving round to fucking assault them or something, then you know, you can use rapid fire for that for a short burst to keep the enemy's heads down while you actually get yourselves into a position where you can sort something out. Okay, once you've got yourself established, or you know, you've got your momentum or whatever it is you're doing, depending on the situation, you can probably afford to drop the rate of fire for a little bit.
Ammo.
Okay, so go to deliberate fire, which is 1 round every 6 seconds. Fire control as well. So all you're going to do in your multiple, or in your bricks, you're going to go up to the firing point, cover off a position, identify a target. Excuse me, and then you're going to get fire control orders from Michael, and you're just going to react accordingly. Any questions? What the fuck are you doing? Someone shoot him. Right, everyone, if you want to get a little bit closer, then you can do.
I need
But
ammo.
this is just going to be a little bit of a, you know, section, enemy to the front, rapid fire kind of bollocks and stuff. Nothing too fucking taxing. Oh dear.
Jax!
Jax, can you hear Michael?
Yes, I can.
Wicked.
Right.
To you. Brick! 100 meters! Center of axis! Rapid! Fire!
Kempy.
You don't have to see it. Boy, there's always one. Cool, that wasn't bad. Right.
Okay, that was pretty good. You know, the rate of fire wasn't that great there, boys. However, it was a constant rate going down, and because you were firing at different times, you know, it meant that it sounded like it sounded pretty good actually. What we're going to do now is practice deliberate fire. So 1 round every 6 seconds. Michael, in your own time. Go on.
Brick! 100 meters, center of axis, deliberate fire.
Sounds pretty slow and boring, really, doesn't it, boys? However,
I was gonna say, this is boring.
you know, it was around that and it was keep the bad guys' heads down. Well, AI. I'm not too sure about, but it's still a bit fire.
Okay, stop there, boys.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see, the rate of fire is a lot slower, but you still got a rate going down there. But, you run out of ammunition slower. Okay. One thing I did forget to mention is with anyone who's got like a support weapon, GPMG, LMG, or anything like that. If I remember correctly from this one, and Wilkes, Fiegel, anyone else who's serving at the moment, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on this. But I believe it's a 3 to 5 round burst every 2 seconds for the rapid fire, and 3 to 5 rounds every 6 for
That's right, isn't it, Welsh?
I'm out.
Oh, sorry.
That's Para you're looking
rate
at.
of fire for Jimpies and LMGs.
That's me.
3 to 5 rounds every 2 seconds for rapid, isn't it?
You don't suppose you managed to record my first
cool.
flight control order, did you?
I've recorded everything since we started, sir.
Cool. Okay.
Excellent.
That's I'm doing a lot of this from memory, so I may be
Sir?
a little off, but
Is it possible for Syke to clean my
right,
boots
what we'll
again?
do now, we'll swap round. So brick 2.
You just call me sir.
Oh,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
just over the radio.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Course,
you
sir.
do a lap of the whole range. Go.
Yes, sir. No, sir. That's a sir sandwich. Or a Canadian sandwich. Sir, yes, sir. No, sir.
Alright, then
Course,
brick
sir.
1 off the firing point. Brick 2, take the place.
Aaron, get back. I want to weigh your burger when you're back. If you've had any water, you go and get.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Straight away, sir. Yes, sir. Straight away, sir. Of course, sir.
Oh, days. Good effort there, Parrot. Back in the...
Thank you very much, sir. If it is possible for Syke to do my boots, please let me know.
Alright, where's Syke?
Right then, brick 2, are you lying comfortably? Then Michael will begin. Cover your ears, boys. Michael, in your own time. Do you think?
Excellent. Go.
Are you looking at me, Syke?
Everyone hear me?
Get back over there.
100 meters, center of axis, rapid fire!
I'm wondering, what the hell is he doing? Your short-range radio, you've got your long-range radio, you've also got your own 3D voice volume. Okay, we'll do the 3D voice volume first, so you can either have normal, yelling, or whisper. You control this with the control and tab key. Okay, left control and tab. So you press it once, you go, if you're in normal, you go straight to yelling, you press it again, you go to whisper. Okay, so as you can probably hear, my volume is going up and down because I'm just selecting. So if you press control and P, that brings up your user interface for your short range, and what you'll get is a nice big picture of a Harris 152, or Happis as it's called here. Okay, and you can actually click on the on the top of the radio. Okay, you can drag it around the screen if you need to look at something, drag it to the side or whatever. Okay, if you look at the display, you'll see it's got you can actually hover the cursor over various different icons and it'll have a little pop-up that tells you what it is. So C1 is current channel and the 478.8 is your current frequency. We'll cover the frequency in a moment. However, if you just go down to the keypad, you'll see you've got numeric keypad and a load of buttons around the side. Some of them have little hints when you hover over the buttons, some of them don't. So buttons 1 to 9 on the keypad, they don't do anything, at least not at the minute anyway, probably in future versions, but we don't know. So if you go on the bottom left, you'll see the 0 button, which when you hover the cursor over it says stereo settings. This is where you can actually set what ear it comes through. So with Acre, you have to press like Control Shift and left arrow key to get it through your left ear. With this, all you do, you bring up the radio and you just click on the 0 button. Coming to slightly right of that, you'll see two buttons put with left and right arrows on them. These are your channel selection buttons. Button is your the plus and minus with pre in the middle. Okay, on the real radio, this is actually your channel preset selection buttons. Okay, but in the mod, it's your increase and decrease volume respectively. Ranges, you're looking at about 3 to 4 kilometers for the short range radio, which is actually quite far for the short range. You know, personally, you know, probably a bit too far for what we need, but it's always every little helps. What I'd suggest, mate, is you patrol up in like Afghan Snake up to this compound. You know, go probably about 50 to 100 meters out.
I need ammo.
Okay, get guys covering on the corners. So you know, guys down, get someone on here. Okay, if you want to have guys stacked up against the a wall. Okay, remember no herringbone when you're up against the compound wall, because you know it's all well and good having guys stacked up like this, but if someone is like this in a herringbone, he's no much fucking use to anybody. Okay, so make sure that you're actually covering an arc. Okay, if you want to get a couple of bricks, probably to go, I don't know, around the northern side of the compound and cover off to the north. Entirely up to you, Michael. Okay, your guys distribute them how you see fit, and I'll just be up on the upper platform watching what you do.
Brick 1 and brick 2, can you stack on the right hand side of that door, please?
Yeah, the other side or something.
Jax, do you want to go up here with LMG?
I have no radio, so everything's got to be done with Linkman, okay? You're brick 2, aren't you, Red? Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want to go left and I'll go right, Woody?
Yep. Okay.
Right. The
Simple.
4th or 5th
Yep.
man, can you position yourselves in a location to pass messages down through the house? And then anything that does get passed down, can you pass it down yourselves, okay? Wicked. Right, stand by, go.
Clearing left. Right.
Clearing middle.
Do the bullets pass through?
Yeah, there will be a little bit of penetration through the wood, so just be careful.
Don't stop in the doorways, lads.
Yep, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Yep, prepare to clear on
Don't
this
stop,
side.
don't
Left
stop.
side, prepare to
Me
clear.
and Murray, wait here.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah, you're ready, Woody. Yeah.
Ready?
Clearing right.
Go left.
Clearing left.
Fucking!
You know,
Three
you
enemies,
know,
one window, room clear.
Room clear, 2 enemies, 1 window.
Right room clear.
Room clear,
You
2 enemies.
thunder cunts!
Right, push straight up to the next one, but stay in line with the other fire team, don't overtake it.
Stacked.
Tell him what's in the Stacked. Ready?
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 Ready.
Hello?
Go, go, go. Breaching right.
Yeah.
3 enemy, 1 window, room clear.
Room clear, 3 enemies.
Right room
1
clear.
window.
3 enemy dead, room clear, window front.
Room clear.
Gun, you're in front.
Okay.
Ready?
Stacked.
Yeah.
Go,
Well,
ready?
no, don't shoot
Ready?
one. Just if you want to simulate one, then yeah.
Go, go, go.
We'll do it.
2 enemy, 1 window.
2 enemies down, window front, room clear.
Room clear,
Right,
2 enemy
room
dead,
clear.
window front.
Room clear.
Yeah, 1 on each side.
Ready?
Ready? Stacked.
Yep.
Go, go, go. Clearing right.
Clearing left.
2 windows.
3 enemy, 1 window, room clear.
Room
Man
clear,
down,
2 enemy
man
dead,
down.
2 window.
Ready.
Very odd.
How did I get killed?
I think you got shot
Who
through
shot
a wall.
Paris?
I got
Was
shot.
like-
Was he in brick 3?
I was in brick 1.
No, he's not in one.
If you run too close to the fucking targets and they drop down upon you, you die.
It looked like after we cleared the room, I turned back around, and then it looked like there was some impacts on the floor.
Yeah, I thought I got shot.
I thought I had a round hit near me, to be honest.
I saw bullets hit the floor and hit you.
Yeah, so somebody shot me. Cheers.
Okay, yeah, the walls on this little compound, they're only wood, so there will be penetration when we do this for real. Well, I'll say for real, but when we do it in the actual operational maps, and you'll have compound walls, and they won't get bullet penetration. But yeah, right, Michael, from your point of view, talk us through it.
Seems to go pretty well.
It did. From what I could see up there, I was watching through MCC 3D editor, so I was just flying around. That was bloody good, lads. That was good, nice and slick. There was plenty of communication. Going in, cleared the rooms nice and efficiently. You stayed level with each other right up until the end, unless for the little hiccup with Para getting shot again, which is, from the way it looked from my perspective, it's just someone opened fire, went through the wall and took him out because he died and he glitched through the wall onto the outside of the compound. So, like I said, that's nothing too much to worry about at the moment, simply because it looked like it went through a wall. Next time we do this, we'll probably use one of the MGB houses or something, so you won't get the bullet penetration.
Right, I'll ask you again. What's the difference between, as Brick 1 medic, what's the difference between me treating a casualty and you getting involved as the section medic?
Right, the simple gist of it is, all Brick medics are going to be carrying minimal medical supplies to the point where when one of your guys in the brick gets hit, you should be able to keep him alive long enough to either get him back to me, or I'll come up to you.
User at that point, channel.
I'll be, as the troop medic, carrying pretty much all of the medical supplies. I will then take care of that casualty and decide whether he needs to be casevac'd or if I can just heal him on the spot and get back into the fight there.
Are we just comming you on the radio, such as Red's down tier 2?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Michael wants it done, so if possible, I don't leave the CCP.
Right.
I'll be at the CCP. I think the way he said it the other night, with the reserve brick, at the point that you do take a casualty, obviously standard procedure is to call out a man down. That then gets passed back to the chain.
Yeah.
I hear it, Michael hears it, we know there's a man down. We then identify which brick it is, and if they can move the casualty, so the whole brick, as far as I'm aware, move the casualty back to the CCP, they then become the reserve brick, and the reserve brick at the time move forward and take their place on the line.
Right, because we don't actually go out to the casualty, do we, unless its area's clear?
As far as I'm aware, they want it to, win the firefight first, or something like that. I'll go over this with Michael tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow. Because obviously I've still got to write up this list of what equipment all brick medics will be carrying and all that. Right, but that's the gist of it. You're basically going to be carrying enough medical supplies to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Long enough for me to heal him or to get him casevac'd back to base.
Yep.
Where the MERT team will deal with him, depending on the state of the casualty. If he's only walking wounded, like he's been shot in the arm and you can deal with it there, then that's absolutely fine.
So
where's the list going to be posted?
It'll be posted in Troop HQ.
Okay, thanks.
So regarding X-Med, because I haven't used it that much before joining you guys, broken legs, is that just a med kit?
No, broken legs is... We're going to have a session where we do nothing but X-Med training. Obviously mine's going to be a little bit more detailed, because I'll be the certified CMT, but as far as I'm aware, off the top of my head, broken legs is... Obviously they're going to be bleeding, so you want to stop the blood. Which would be bandage or tourniquet, depending on how heavy they're bleeding. Morphine is definitely going to be needed at that point.
So blood bags, if we've got heavy blood loss, after we've put the bandage and the tourniquet on.
I'm not sure if brick medics will be carrying blood bags. I think that'll be me carrying them.
Right, okay. But regarding the morphine's pain, Effie is to bring them back round if they're unconscious, yeah? Is that right?
Med kits as well, I believe they'll be needed. I think I'll be carrying those. I'll have to discuss with Michael and Smith whether brick medics will be carrying them or not.
And again, is it just you that's got defibs?
Yes.
Right. What would a defib be classed as? A T3? T3 and F?
Yeah, that would be if they're fucking, if they're on the verge of fucking dying, I think that's when we defib them.
But that's you in it, not us?
Yeah, that'll either be me or the MERT team.
Right.
But obviously we'll have a session where we do some full-on medical training.
Okay.
And all that, and this post will be up on the forum by the end of tonight, so it'll be up by tomorrow morning.
Alright, I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm not going to turn into shifty and suddenly say, oh look, it'll be up in 10 minutes, oh look, it's not up for another 5 fucking days.
Are those medical backpacks you've got classed as a hit in armour?
What do you mean?
As in, do you actually take damage to the actual whole model, or is it just the actual body in armour? because those backpacks are huge. I don't know how the ballistics, you know, the hit detection works in Arma 3.
Yeah, I don't have a clue either.
As in, if I hit that backpack at 100 yards, is that class as a hit to you?
Well, is there a collision mesh on it? Let me just try and push it for your head.
I was thinking.
Actually, no, there's just a collision mesh for the hot. It's massive, the collision mesh. It's like a cylinder around me. So I think it is just part of
Well, do you want to just run out 50 metres and I'll just shoot your backpack? Just tell me if you're taking any damage.
Why not?
Yeah, that'll do. Right, just lay down. Oh, I was gonna say, just lay down. Oh, he's on radio, isn't he? Oh, I got me. Can you tell him I ain't got my radio? I just jumped in.
You want to lay down, mate?
I just wanted to see if I shoot through the backpack, whether it'll go. Right, I'm going to tell him I'm going to shoot him now.
Right, he's going to shoot now. Yeah, they're all going over his head.
Right, well that went straight through his backpack. Interesting.
Oh yeah,
you left your channel.
Yeah, we'll arrange a night, even if it's not an official game night.
Yeah, they're all misses.
I'm going to be working a lot over the next week or so I'll try and arrange a night. If we can, if Smith will allow it, we'll try and do it on a game night where we can just break away for half hour or something and sort of go through medical training.
Bit of peace and quiet, yeah.
Yeah, get away from fucking you and psych.
Oh no, it's just banter that goes on. I'm calling a stop to it because it's actually getting on my nerves. I'm just as guilty as he was, so you know, I'll have a word with him after. We'll sort it out.